Facebook deliberately broke privacy and competition law and should urgently be subject to statutory regulation, according to a devastating parliamentary report denouncing the company and its executives as digital gangsters.
Here's a summary of the article.
Facebook deliberately broke privacy and competition law and should urgently be subject to statutory regulation, according to a devastating parliamentary report denouncing the company and its executives as digital gangsters. The final report of the Digital, Culture, Media and Sport Select Committee's 18-month investigation into disinformation and fake news accused Facebook of purposefully obstructing its inquiry and failing to tackle attempts by Russia to manipulate elections. Facebook continues to choose profit over data security, taking risks in order to prioritize their aim of making money from user data, the report states, accusing the company of covering up leaks of user data. Zuckerberg is also personally criticized by the committee in scathing terms, with his claim that Facebook has never sold user data dismissed by the report as simply untrue. The report warns Facebook is using its market dominance to crush rivals, shutting them out of its systems to prevent them from competing with Facebook or its subsidiaries. Companies like Facebook should not be allowed to behave like digital gangsters in the online world, considering themselves to be ahead of and beyond the law, the report warns. The DCMS report calls for sites such as Facebook to be brought under regulatory control, arguing social media companies cannot hide behind the claim of being merely a platform and maintain that they have no responsibility themselves in regulating the content of their sites.
This post received a score of 26,344, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
It's wonderful that Europe in particular is reacting to protect individual privacy. And #X200B. Let's hope it continues.
Europe has been catching a lot of shit the more we forget about the dark pre-Union times, but I hope everyone can appreciate that it's the strongest consumer rights entity to ever exist. The sheer size and wealth of their market allows them to exert pressure on companies that few governments would dare to alone.
Remember when you made your own GeoCities webpage? I miss the pre-billionaire internet.
The average GeoCities page was more effectively designed and usable than the average professional site now with its auto-starting videos or shitty CSS tricks. Even pop-ups were less bad than the in-page pop-ups that demand you register or like and at least were understandable as revenue. I can't read news anymore without inspecting source.
To be fair, it's probably wise to do that anyway, regardless of the times.
Lol, as a developer that made me realize previous comment wasn't actually checking the source code.
It totally was about source code, thank you all for thinking highly more so of me.
Lol, my brain put the before source. Whoops.
I put New York before the Times, and thanked Adblocker.
The Zuckfather, instead of a horse, he'll leave a phone already preloaded with Facebook in your bed.
I have an S9. I cannot uninstall FB.
Package disabler. Worth every cent. Don't forget to disable the Oculus stuff too, it's also Facebook. Can't we manually disable the app from the settings? What different does this app do? If you force stop the app, it will just turn itself back on again, usually within an hour or so. Give it a go. Package disabler also lets you disable things that don't even show up in the Android app list. They said disable, not force stop. Two different things.
Goddamn, an 18-month investigation, that's awesome. I really hope they start facing some consequences soon.
It's only now that they are talking about privacy and security. Thing is, Facebook aren't for all people, so to speak.
It's one of those things when some of us were called paranoid when we called FB evil, are later justified. I used it, in total of hours, no more than 40. I hated it. I know they still track me, they even track millions of non-FB users via shadow profiles. Zuckerberg, I'm not familiar with that. Spelling.
Phil.in. As much false data as you can, so the info they have on you is irrelevant and useless.
I had weird dumb bullshit on my Facebook forever until I got critiqued by my colleagues that it wasn't professional enough, so I begrudgingly updated it. Problem is I need Facebook for networking in my line of work.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.